Greetings. My name is Daffy. There's no other duck like me because I'm so daffy. And the reason I'm daffy and so gosh darned riff-raffy and so screwy and laughy is because those hunters won't leave me alone. Oh, why don't they hunt some other animal for a change? So that I won't have to end up on a kitchen range. But no, duck hunting's all the rage and they won't let me be. And I'm so full of bullets, I'm lit up like a Christmas tree. There's so much I'd like to do if I just had the chance. I'd like to play and romp and even sing and do a dance. I would read the latest book, go swimming in a babbling brook. I'd like to fly the seven seas, play hide and seek among the trees. I'd play hopscotch and double dutch and this and that and things and such. I know that isn't asking much, but all these things I dassn't touch. It's bang bang here and bang bang there, bullets flying everywhere. I can't stand it any longer. I get weak and they get stronger. Hunters to the right of me, hunters to the left I see. Over hill and over dale, bullets whizzing past my tail. There's no rest and there's no peace. Won't this shooting ever cease? Morning, noon, and through the night. That's why I look such a fright. Bang, bang, bang. I'm only 16 yards ahead. Bang, bang, bang. They're shooting straight at me. Hoo, hoo, hoo. They won't let up until I'm dead. Hoo, hoo, hoo. Why can't they let me be? Why don't they hunt big wild moose or chase a reindeer on the loose? There's possum, chipmunk, caribou, a rabbit for a rabbit stew. Raccoon, squirrels, porcupine, monkeys swinging on the vine. Leopards with or without spots. Wildcats with or without dots. Elephants, badgers, kangaroo. Lions, tigers, cows that moo. Wolves, mice, and prairie ox. Red and gray and silver fox. Daffy! They drive me daffy. Those hunters with their great big guns, they're all their uncles, cousins, fathers, sons, crazy. They got me hazy. With all that rootin', footin', hootin', tootin', highfalutin, noisy shootin' closer. They're getting closer. With shotguns, pistols, bows and arrows, rifles, knives, and other deadly trifles. Scram now while I'm still able. You're nuts if you think that I'm gonna end up on somebody's dinner table. So goodbye. So long now.
The voice of Daffy Duck, as well as the voice of Bugs Bunny, Tweety Pie and Yosemite Sam and Sylvester, and for a while even Woody Woodpecker. The great Mel Blanc with Daffy Duck's Rhapsody on the Dr. Demento Show. Let's open up the phone lines. Dr. Demento.
Dave Waldron and Dave O from the demented desert city of Phoenix, Arizona. And we listen to KZZP. And the song we want to hear is We Step Upon a Horsey Do Just Like That there Yon Wayne. Thank you for listening.
Okay, ready? Oh, yeah, we're ready. Well, quit tuning your tuba. 1, 2, 3, 4. I know you've often wondered what their Swedens do for fun. You think they make those movies fair, they show her lots of buns. You think they have those nudie girls who really are their sight. But it's so cold in Sweden that their tits would get frostbite. So we watch the American movies, we watch them all day long. Those westerns with their cowpokes that sing those silly songs. So we make our own western, but all we have is goats. We don't have no heifer cows, so we have to be goat pokes. Yup, up on my horsey, in my butt it is pain. I step in all the horsey do, just like this guy Young Wayne. My girlfriend's name is Gertrude, she works in a saloon. Her face is like a fjord, but she has her really big boobs. Yippee-ki-yo, dear yippee-ki-yay. I don't know why they yell this, but they yell it all their day. Yippee-ki-yo, dear yippee-ki-yay. Riding on those horses wants to make you take a rest. take the movie, we decide to rob their bank. But we forget to use the bullets they call blanks. So when the shooting started, the actors dropped like flies. We had to cut the movie short cause no one did survive. So I became the actor and I was really tough. Until I lifted Gertrude, I got a hernia. So jump up on my horsey, it really was a fuss. Instead of wearing a gun belt, I had to wear a truss. Jump up on my horsey, in my groin it is a pain. I step in all the horsey do, just like this guy on Wayne. My girlfriend's name is Gertrude, she works in the saloon. Her face is like their fjord, but she has her really big boobs. Her face is like their fjord, but she has their really big boobs. Oh, yeah, that was good.
Well, I rode into town on a crippled horse. Got fired from a cattle drive up north. The ropes of the gallows was swinging in the breeze. All the wanted posters had pictures of me. I got my Colt 45 right by my side. Oh, I'm the California kid. I hope you're quite prepared to die. Tied what was left of my horse to a hitch. Walked into a saloon they called the Busted Bitch. I ordered up a whiskey, he asked me for my bread. I paid him 2 bits and then I pumped him full of lead. I got my Colt 45 right by my side. Oh, I'm the California kid, I hope you're quite prepared to die. The lady of the evening was eyeballing me, staring down from the balcony. She walked up to me with gunpowder breath. The ace of hearts was bleeding from her hip. I dragged her upstairs by her lower lip. I got my 45 right by my side. Oh, I'm the California kid, I hope you're quite prepared to die. Lay down. She undid my boots. She untied my jeans. She untied my tubes I had tied in my teens. About that time, the front door was kicked in. Well, there stood some scumball all covered in sin. He said, "That's my woman." I said, "That's no lie." I blew a hole in him just as big as the sky. Got my Colt 45 right by my side. Oh, I'm the California kid, I hope you're quite prepared to die. Oh, I'm the California kid, I hope you're quite prepared to die. All right, Ben.
The California Kid on the Dr. Demento Show. Those are the Beat Farmers from their new album, and Steve Lisenby with the Swedish Western.
I'm just a robot and I know my place. A metal servant to the human race. I work my can off trying to satisfy. I know they'll disconnect me by and by. Chip on my shoulder made of silicon. My printed circuits like a lexicon. 10 billion logic functions, maybe more. They make me pick the paper off the floor. know what really makes me mad? They clean me with a Brillo pad. A car wash wouldn't be so bad. Life. Don't talk to me about life. I'm so depressed I could expectorate. My moving parts are in a solid state. I want to rust in peace, switch off and lie in that great junkyard in the sky. Solitary solenoid, terminally paranoid Marvin. Nothing left to be enjoyed, every diode rheumatoid Marvin. Outer alloy in a void Marvin. Happiness has been destroyed.
Middle of the earth in the land of Shire lives a brave little hobbit whom we all admire. With his long wooden pipe, fuzzy woolly toes, he lives in a hobbit hole and everybody knows him. Bilbo, Bilbo Baggins, he's only 3 feet tall. Bilbo, Bilbo Baggins, the bravest little hobbit of them all. Hobbits are peace-loving folks, you know. They're never in a hurry and they take things slow. They don't like to travel away from home. They just like to eat and be left alone. But one day Bilbo was asked to go on a big adventure to the caves below to help some dwarves get back their gold that was stolen by a dragon in the days of old. Bilbo, Bilbo Baggins, only 3 feet tall. Bilbo, Bilbo Baggins, the bravest little hobbit of them all. Well, he fought with the goblins. He battled a troll. He riddled with Gollum. A magic ring he stole. He was chased by wolves, lost in the forest, escaped in a barrel from the Elf King's halls. Bilbo, Bilbo Baggins, the bravest little hobbit of them all. Now he's back in his home in the land of Shire, that brave little hobbit whom we all admire, just a-sitting on a treasure of silver and gold, a-puffing on his pipe in his hobbit hole. Bilbo, Bilbo Baggins, he's only 3 feet tall. Bilbo, Bilbo Baggins, the bravest little hobbit of them all. Bilbo, Bilbo Baggins.
The Ballad of Bilbo Baggins on the Dr. Demento show. That's Leonard Nimoy. It's from an album called The Two Sides of Leonard Nimoy. Quite a collector's item. On one side he has those pointy Vulcan ears and does a bunch of material associated with Star Trek. And that's from the side where he wears his Earth ears. And before that, Marvin by Marvin the Paranoid Android, a rare British import. A couple of weeks ago we did a show all about smoking cigarettes and stuff. There's one tune we kind of left out that I thought I'd plug in right now. This is from an album by a fellow named John Vorhaus. He distributes it himself. The name of the album is Word Processor. The name of this song is I Smoke 'Cause I Like to Cough.
Got a light? Thanks.
My name is Lenny Longhead, I'm a fan of nicotine. I've been smoking cigarettes since I was 17. Well, you ask me why I do it, hey, there's really nothing to it. See, I smoke 'cause I like to cough.
My name is Terry Tarhill and I live in New York City. Look at my lungs, they are mighty gritty. Well, some folks call that misery, but that's more than half the fun to me. I smoke 'cause I like to cough. I smoke 'cause I like to cough. So all you people on my back, why don't you just get off? I smoke 'cause I like to cough. There's Marlboro, Winston, Pall Mall, Lucky Strike, Camel, Salem, Viceroy, Chesterfield, Vanity, Virginia Slims, Parliament, Merrickmore, Riley, Reeland, Dunhills. There's Lark, Kent, Carlton, Tarryton, True, L&M, Cool, Newport too. I smoke 'cause I like to cough. Okay, everybody, cough along. Here we go. I said Marlboro, Winston, Pall Mall, Lucky Strike, Camel, Salem, Viceroy, Chesterfield, Vanity, Virginia Slims, Parliament, Merrickmore, Riley, Reeland, Dunhills. Said Lark, Kent, Carlton, Tarryton, True. I'll try 'em all before I'm through. I smoke 'cause I like to cough. My name is Lenny Longhead. I'm a fan of nicotine. I've been smoking cigarettes since I was 12, really. Ask me why I do it. Hey, there's really nothing to it. I just smoke 'cause I like to cough. I smoke 'cause I like to cough. I'm down to 7 packs a day. I must be getting soft. I smoke 'cause I like to cough. I do. I smoke 'cause I like to cough. It's true. I smoke 'cause I like to cough.
Well, if you're a smoker, I imagine you enjoyed hearing some of those forbidden brand names on the radio once again. John Vorhaus on the Dr. Demento Show with I Smoke 'Cause I Like to Cough. Well, some people drink and drive and mess up their lives and get into awful accidents and stuff. Other people do something almost equally dangerous. They smoke and sleep and set the house on fire, and that leads us to this next song. This is a single done by a woman who it says here was the first full-time woman firefighter in the history of the great state of Oregon. And she made a record about fighting fires, Sarah Smith, with the Ballad of the Volunteer Firefighters.
Story about Talent Rural Fire Department and their firefighters, well-trained and competent, volunteers with a reputation for brave firefighting and deep dedication. They keep a few on call both night and day to respond to fires right away. One particular day, there was a 4-man crew, Joe and Rick and Mike and Lou. An alarm came in around midday and they got to the station without delay. They jumped on the truck and away they drove to a barn fire on Pioneer Road. The siren sounded, more volunteers came with a second pumper to fight the flames. But all fire departments, the poor and good too, have things go wrong. Hey, it's true. When the second truck got on the road, it hit a bump. Hose began to unload. Before they noticed it in time, they strung out 1,000 feet of hose line. Now the chief had arrived at the fire. The barn was in flames 20 feet or higher. He began to size up the situation and find any hazards or complications. He radioed the firefighters on their way to tell them how to attack the blaze. Then the owner's dog appeared suddenly and chased the chief right up a tree.
The volunteer firefighters are a special breed. They serve their fellow man and perform heroic deeds. They are strong, they are brave, dedicated to save life and property in their community.
Farmer Jones, who owned the place, came running out with a panicked face. He said, "Let the barn burn, heck, I don't care. Just get my animals out of there." So Mike and Lou went charging in and let the chickens and pigs out of the pens. But while Mike was chasing cows with a stick, he suddenly stepped in something slick. He slid a few feet, then fell on the floor, cussing the cows as they ran out the door. Then Rick was at the pumper pulling hose off, and he tripped and fell in the horse trough. Joe and Mike worked a hose from the pasture. Getting too much water pressure, they lost their footing on the slick, wet ground and barely hung on as the hose whipped around. Well, that blaze put up a hard fight, but they fought that fire with all their might. And pretty soon the fire was controlled. It showed skill to save a barn that old. They mopped up the fire for an hour or so, then loaded the gear and got ready to go. But while Rick was turning the pumper around, he backed into some muddy ground. The chief took one look and groaned in despair. Fender deep in mud, the pumper sat there. But they got it out with a few complications, then headed on back to the fire station.
The volunteer firefighters are a special breed. They serve their fellow man and perform heroic deeds. They are strong, they are brave, dedicated to save life and property in their community.
Well, the station got a visit later on that day from the farmer who just stopped by to say, "Thanks for keeping my barn from burning down. It's great to have folks like you around." That made everybody feel good inside, and that chief just swelled up with pride. He said, "We appreciate your thanks, myself and every volunteer. But frankly, sir, that's just why we're here."
The volunteer firefighters are a special breed. They serve their fellow man and perform heroic deeds. They are strong, they are brave, dedicated to save life and property in their community.
Well, if that ain't a slice of America, I'll be an addle-pated Abyssinian. That's Sarah Smith with the Ballad of the Volunteer Firefighters. Thank you, Sarah, for sending me that record. This is the Dr. Demento Show.
Dr. Demento!
Y'all heard of them yuppies. They were recently on the cover of Newsweek. Not Time, like I said a few weeks ago. I stand corrected. But anyhow, yuppies come from the acronym YUP, which means Young Urban Professionals. Well, what we got here are duppies, demented urban professionals, like my attorney, Bernie. Here's a song by Dave Frischberg.
With my attorney Bernie, I'm impressed with his influential friends. He's got very big connections and I follow his directions. Bernie knows his way around and so I always do what Bernie recommends. I am blessed with my attorney Bernie. I'm impressed with the way he runs the store. He's got Dodger season boxes and an office full of foxes. It's amazing all the different things your average guy might need a lawyer for. Bernie tells me what to do. Bernie lays it on the line. Bernie says we sue, we sue. Bernie says we sign, we sign. I'm in touch with my attorney Bernie. In a clutch, he can speed right to the scene. And if I'm locked up in the jail with just one phone call for my bail, he said to call his club collect or deal directly with his answering machine. When I dine with my attorney Bernie, he buys wine from the rare imported rack. That's 'cause Bernie is purist, not your polyester tourist. Bernie waves the glass around a while, then takes a sip and always sends it back. Bernie tells me what to do. Bernie lays it on the line. Bernie says we sue, we sue. Bernie says we sign, we sign. I admire my attorney Bernie. I admire any guy who knows his stuff. Sure, we blew a couple ventures with the counterfeit debentures, but you win a few, you lose a few, like Bernie says. You keep on hanging tough. Thanks to you, my attorney Bernie. Thanks to you, I'm considered well-to-do. Sure, I made out like a bandit, just exactly like you planned it. But like Murray, my accountant, told me yesterday, I owe it all to you. Bernie tells me what to do. Bernie lays it on the line. Bernie says we sue, we sue. Bernie says we sign, we sign on the dotted line.
When I was a lad, I went to Yale, and I knew then that I could never fail, for I studied very hard, and furthermore, I polished up the apple for the professor. I polished up the apple so frequently that soon I had a Phi Beta Kappa key.
He soon had a Phi Beta Kappa key from polishing the apple very frequently.
On graduation day, I made a stop at a very exclusive clothing shop. I opened up a charge account and asked them for the best gray flannel in the clothing store.
The best gray flannel in the clothing store.
That suit was a part of a great intrigue, for it proved I was a member of the Ivy League.
It was part of a great intrigue, for it proved he was a member of the Ivy League.
Then I got a crew cut and a sincere tie, and for my first job I did apply. A job in an advertising agency, sharpening the pencils of a big VP.
Oh, we owned a lot of pencils for a big VP.
I sharpened all the pencils so pointedly that now I am a partner in the agency.
He sharpened all the pencils so pointedly that now he is a member of the agency.
I kept my ears open and my big mouth shut, and I learned all the agency's scuttlebutt. I learned who was going out with whom, and who had the keys to the powder room.
And who had the keys to the powder room?
For the key to the powder room, you see, is the key to the structure of the agency.
The keys to the powder room is the key to the structure of the agency.
I worked real hard for the dear old firm. I learned most every advertising term. I said to the men in the dark gray suits, let's run it up the flagpole and see who salutes.
Let's run it up the flagpole and see who salutes.
I ran it up the flagpole perfectly, so now I am a partner in the agency.
He ran it up the flagpole perfectly, so now he is a partner in the agency.
Now I have a big office at the end of the hall with very fancy carpeting from wall to wall. I keep my mouth open and I keep my ears shut, and I've got a little palace in Connecticut.
And he's got a little palace in Connecticut.
So I thank old Yale, and I thank the Lord, and I also thank my father, who is chairman of the board.
And he's grateful to his father, he's grateful to his father, he's grateful to his father, who is chairman of the board.
Alan Sherman with the life story of maybe the quintessence of duppies, a demented advertising man. When I was a lad, and Dave Frischberg, before that same man who serenaded the late baseball legend Van Lingo Mungo not long ago on this show, there he was with My Attorney Bernie. Well, we got yuppies and duppies, demented urban professionals. This next song is about a guppy, a G-U-P. I'll leave you to guess what the G stands for in this next song, which is about a doctor. Now, it's not about me. I wasn't even born when this song was recorded in 1935. But they tell me that the doctor in this song is still practicing medicine over in West Hollywood, I think. Singer is Bruce Fletcher.
My doctor, he's got the biggest practice in town. My doctor, he'll pick you up the minute you're down. Rich and poor, black and white, ring his bell all the day and night. Some folks faint at just the sight of my doctor. My doctor, his operation's really a joy. My doctor, with all his instruments you can toy. He's so big-hearted it's been known to pass. He'll say the treat's on me and give you gas. And then you get a piece of advice from my doctor. Why, he's so sanitary that this place is like a dairy where the milk of human kindness ever flows. His business keeps on growing, and he makes a splendid showing with his assets, which the whole town knows. Once upon his table, never yet has one been able to say no to any treatment he'll suggest. His smile is so contagious, and his fee is so outrageous that the size of it assures you of the best. He'll stick you with a needle just like that of Very Quick, which the weekly call the very neatest trick. The size of his prescription quite belies human description. He's just as well for well as well for sick. And he's my doctor. Diplomas hang all over his wall. My doctor, his work is just as broad as it's tall. The Mayo brothers one time sent a spy to see his instrument. The spy said, "Ma, she's looking yet at my doctor." My doctor, his understanding really is huge, tremendous. My doctor, he keeps his nurses merely a stooge. His work is much more first than last rate. The ladies take it at a fast rate. And every man would like to cast aspersions on my doctor.
Hey, anybody see my beeper?
Valley guy, he's a valley guy. Silicon Valley guy. Lip-on tie and tennis shoes. Thinks he's lit, but he's blown on fuse. Hangs out at the Radio Shack, buying chips for his univac.
No, that one's not mine. Well, anyway, it was complete chip burnout with floppy disk failure. A real total system dump, you know, for certain. And I told the output user, hey, would I de-res my own program? Come on, man, don't call me. Call PG&E. Go somewhere and have a meltdown, man, like burn out. Then I went down to the shack to get some sub-miniature dip relays, and get this, the salesman gave me a new plastic pocket protector.
Look out and tell, here he comes. He's the king of computer runs. Got his degree from MIT. No square roots to infinity.
I scanned that new program down in word processing, the one with the huge memory banks. Yeah, Julie. Punch my code? I am certain. When I first saw her, I thought, whoa, give me a microsecond. Could I trip her KIP relay or what? She sort of smiles at me, and I'm thinking, I have got to access this chick. But should I go subroutine or main program, you know? So I just subtly invade her spatial arena and introduce myself for starts. Hi, I'm Ray FIFO. So after a few casual edit statements, I can tell this unit really digs me. I mean, it's modem to the max. The program computes, right? We make plans to meet at her place, and I get there, and she is online. I mean, like she's wearing all this software. I'm calculating the access time to her front-end processor, and there is phase jitter entering all my charge-coupled devices. Her ambient temperature's rising, and she is alpha fluxing right before my eyes. We skip dinner. After a rather fresh time interval, she says to me, Ray, I'm all decoded now. I think you better go. And I say, okay, program, I can handle the end sum. And Ray, she says, I hope you won't de-res me in the morning. And I say, moi? De-res a cute little program like you? Hey, I'm a Silicon Valley guy.
Valley guy, he's a valley guy. Silicon Valley guy.
Come here, you catalytic data, you. Give master control a little phase jitter. Punch my code. Did I ever show you my cathode ray? It is really tubular. Gag me with a microchip. Hey, where is my beeper?
Song that was turned into a humorous paperback. Don Data and the Restones with Silicon Valley Guy and the Dr. Demento Show. And from 1935, Bruce Fletcher with My Doctor. Well, there's one other kind of demented urban professional that may not earn quite the salary of a doctor or a lawyer, but none of them upscale, affluent neighborhoods could get along without him for more than a week or two. The garbage collector. We'll hear about him next.
Dr. Demento.
On top of my dump truck, I'm getting my thrill.
Collecting the garbage.
Collecting the garbage.
In Beverly Hills.
In Beverly Hills.
No one's on a diet.
No one's on a diet.
In Beverly Hills.
In Beverly Hills.
I'd hate to be paying.
I'd hate to be paying.
Their grocery bills.
Their grocery bills.
The rinds of the melons are tossed on the scraps of prosciutto ham. The leftover hors d'oeuvres are piled in a stack nice and neat. The half-empty bottles of light white wine are placed by the bones of the fish, and the full-bodied red wine is placed by the bones of the meat.
My dump truck is sprinkled.
My dump truck is sprinkled
with chlorophyll pills.
Chlorophyll pills.
The garbage is fragrant.
The garbage is fragrant.
In Beverly Hills.
In Beverly Hills.
I am really exclusive about any garbage that I accept. I remember one time when I asked someone to take his back, for it seemed that I noticed a thrown-away jar of fancy caviar, but the caviar was red instead of black.
One look at that garbage.
One look at that garbage
will cure all your ills.
Cure all your ills.
There's such wholesome garbage.
There's such wholesome garbage.
In Beverly Hills.
In Beverly Hills.
A song about an essential urban professional, the Garbage Man. Title song from an album released in 1959, The Garbage Collector in Beverly Hills, the music of Irving Taylor on the Dr. Demento Show with vocal by Dewey Fogg and the Beavers. Well, here's another tune about the yuppie lifestyle from Weird Al Yankovic.
I'm gonna buy me a condo, never have to mow the lawn. I'm gonna get me the t-shirt with the alligator on. Whoa, used to live in Jamaica, but I don't live there no more. Had to change my lifestyle, do things I never done before. So now I'm just a lonely Rastaman living in this American town. Gonna sell me Bob Marley records, gonna get me some Jackson Brown. I'm gonna buy me a condo, gonna buy me a Cuisinart, get the wall-to-wall carpeting, and get the wallet full of credit cards. Hey, I'm gonna buy me a condo, never have to mow the lawn. Gonna get me the t-shirt with the alligator on. Whoa, gonna cut off me dreadlocks, throw away all me ganja. I'll have a Tupperware party, maybe join me a health spa. I'll get a bowl of plastic fruit and a microwave oven too. Then I'll have the neighbors over for a weenie barbecue. Gonna buy me a condo, gonna buy me a Cuisinart, get the wall-to-wall carpeting, get the wallet full of credit cards. Oh, I'm gonna buy me a condo, never have to mow the lawn. me a Cuisinart. Get their wall-to-wall carpeting. Get their wallet full of credit cards. I'm gonna buy me a condo. Never have to mow the lawn. I get the t-shirt with the alligator on. What you say? I'm gonna buy me a condo. I'm gonna buy me a Cuisinart. Get their wall-to-wall carpeting. Get their wallet full of credit cards. Oh, I'm gonna buy me a condo. Never have to mow the lawn. I'm gonna get me the t-shirt with the alligator on. What you say? I'm gonna buy me a condo. Gonna buy me a Cuisinart.
If you're wondering whatever happened to me, an old baby boomer, you thought that I ceased to be, but that's just a rumor. Now I'm counting my loot, drinking Perrier Light, and playing Trivial Pursuit. I'm a yuppie, I got money to burn. Oh, I'm a yuppie, a little more than I earn. I'm a yuppie, life used to be so hard. Oh, I'm a yuppie, yuppie.
He's a credit to his company.
We met at the spa while we were bench pressing weights. We had the same leg warmers, so I guess it was fate. We made it our agenda to soon begin dating. She had what I wanted, a great credit rating. I'm a yuppie, I'm a climbing to the top. I'm a yuppie, I was just born to shop. Oh, I'm a yuppie, life used to be so hard. Oh, I'm a yuppie, yuppie.
He's a credit to his company.
We used to live in sin, now we live in style. Winters in Fiji, spending a pile. 1.2 children in our 1.2 cars, jogging and cycling to chic sushi bars. I'm a yuppie, I don't wanna be poor. Oh, I'm a yuppie, I am an entrepreneur. I'm a yuppie, life used to be so hard. Oh, I'm a yuppie, yuppie.
Oh, he's a credit to his card, yeah.
He'd like to play squash, but his schedule's too tight. She has a Cuisinart, but eats out every night. The kids are at camp, asleep in a tent. The kids aren't really ours, we decided to rent. I do my work at home, I'm no urban commuter. Sitting in the hot tub with my Apple computer. I drink Chablis at lunch and trade business cards at dinner. I talk deals in my sleep, I'm gonna be a winner. I'm a yuppie, I got lots on my plate. Oh, I'm a yuppie, I sell real estate. I'm a yuppie, life used to be so hard. Oh, I'm a yuppie, yuppie. I am a credit to my God, yeah. I used to love Zappa, but now it's Carl Sagan. I campaigned for Hart, but voted Ronald Reagan. I went on a peace march one Sunday last year, not to save the world, but to save my career. I'm a yuppie, till the day that I die. I'm a yuppie, got my piece of the pie. I'm a yuppie, life used to be so hard. Oh, I'm a yuppie, yuppie.
He's a credit to his company.
Hey, let's take a lunch.
My racket? Why, tennis, of course.
I seem to misplace my Mercedes. Give me a 20-minute workout anytime.
Your tax shelter or mine?
Oh, I'm a yuppie, yuppie.
He's a credit to his company.
Say, who was that accountant I saw you with last night?
That was no accountant. That was my wife.
Don't want no lovin', don't want no kissin', don't want no gal to call me honey. Don't want my name in the Hall of Fame. Just want a big fat pile of money. Give me that almighty dollar. For that lettuce, let me holler. Give me buckets full of ducats. Let me walk around and waller in Mazuba. El De Niro, wanna be a millionaire. Give me money, 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 money. I want that green ammunition. That's the stuff for which I'm wishing. Fill my closets with deposits. I'm a demon at addition. Give me shekels. Give me pesos. Let me see their smiling pesos. Give me money, 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 money.
I want to get me a suit that's made out of loot and whistle the wearing of the green. I got that monetary itis, like to be just like King Midas. I like that golden touch is what I mean. Give me that old double eagle. Want that tender that is legal and financially substantial. Any sum I can inveigle. Want to live in regal splendor with that loving legal tender. Give me money, 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 money.
Yeah, that's pretty good, Big Jim. But tell us more, huh?
Yeah, I'm a greenback collector. I'm a paper bill inspector. I'm a savage for that cabbage, man. To me, it's golden nectar. Pour that filthy lucre on me. Spread those loving germs upon me. Give me money, 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 money. Just let me roll round upon it. Stuff those bank rags in my bonnet, any kind, just so some president has got his picture on it. Let me feel it. Let me hold it. Let me just sit there and fold it. Give me money, 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 money. I want a carload of cash, the kind I can stash, a vat full of Vodio dough. You know your banker never lets it matter whereabouts you gets it. Have you got it, boy? That's all he wants to know. Yeah. So give me treasure I can measure, 'cause that's my idea of pleasure. Give me wampum, gelder, geetus, let me count it at my leisure. Let me live in regal splendor with that loving legal tender. Give me money, 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 money. And if they ever plant trees of E pluribus unum, I want to be the guy they send out to prune 'em. Money, 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 money. Money, 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 money. Money, 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 money.
Money, 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 money.